What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the brand new South Beach Air Max 98. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet and want to see more reviews just like this one. Also make sure to give me a follow on Instagram and on Twitter at @RealSethFowler. But with all that out of the way, let's get into it. The Nike South Beach theme is coming back in force this year. An Air Max 1 just released, so did some 97s that I just reviewed on Tuesday. Make sure to click the link at the top of the screen if you haven't checked out that video yet. And arguably the most popular release of the group is the South Beach Air Max 98s. They officially drop on the Nike sneakers app today, April 5th for $160, so without further ado, here they are, the Air Max 98 in the South Beach colorway. I said in my April sneaker releases video that I didn't like the 98s as much as the 97s, at least in this colorway. But like, this is one of those sneakers that when you see in hand, and especially when you see it up against the 97s, this one is by far my favorite. Jumping right into the upper of the shoe on the toe box, the South Beach theme varies a little bit because you've got this piece of obsidian or dark navy nubuck running around the bottom of the upper. Just above that, you've got this piece of light gray semi-gloss leather, and running around the upper edge of that leather is silver 3M piping. There are a couple 3M hits throughout the sneaker that sort of add a pop when you hit it with the flash. I love elements like that on sneakers because they're not immediately apparent, and I think it's really cool when some sneakers have multiple levels of design to them. The base material of the upper is this light gray mesh, which is accented by these obsidian or dark navy embroidered lines running through the toe box. They actually extend from the toe box through the midfoot of the shoe and add some nice contrast to the upper. The Air Max 98 was never really one of my favorite Air Maxes because I felt like it was just a lot going on at once, and you'd think that I wouldn't like this colorway because it almost gets even busier with these sort of hits of crazy pink or green. But I mean, I gotta say, I think it works. One of the first green accents that you'll see is the embroidered Nike swoosh on the toe, and then of course the most obvious one, the full mesh green tongue. One of my favorite accents on the sneaker are these nylon loops in bright pink. Those loops hold the green rope laces in place. You've also got a couple more of these loops as you move up the sneaker. In fact, some of them even have 3M hits. The uppermost eyelets are punched through this piece of obsidian colored leather. At the top of the tongue, of course, you've got your Air Max branding embroidered into another piece of leather. Inside the shoe, you've got a matching obsidian blue sock liner, and then rounding out the inside of the shoe, you've got this bright hit of pink with the insole. As for fit, I'd say this Air Max 98 fits true to size. Nike is usually pretty good about keeping their shoes true to size, but if you're not sure, it doesn't hurt to try on the shoe first in store before you buy it to make sure the sizing is right for you. Moving back on the sneaker, on the lateral side, you have this Nike swoosh embroidered in blue and green, and then on the medial side of the shoe, you've got another hit of obsidian with this leather panel. Moving back towards the heel of the shoe, you've got a couple subtle pink accent stitching details. On the lateral side, you've got your Air branding embroidered into the heel cup in pink, and then moving around to the back of the shoe, you've got your obsidian pull tab with a 3M stripe running through the center of it. Moving down the shoe, you've got your standard Air Max 98 foam midsole in matte white, and then of course this is an Air Max, so you've got your exposed air bubble running along most of the shoe. As with the South Beach Air Max 97s, the pillars inside the air bubble also come in gloss green. Finally, moving to the bottom of the sneaker, you've got your standard Air Max 98 outsole in obsidian with a little hit of pink on the Nike swoosh. Overall, I think the South Beach 98 is my favorite Air Max to release in the South Beach pack. I honestly wasn't a fan of the navy when I saw it online. I thought that it just kind of took away from the South Beach theme, but now that I'm seeing it in person, it really brings the shoe together. And that's crazy to me because I never really was an Air Max 98 fan, but seeing these in hand, these look great. Like I said at the start of the video, the Air Max 98 South Beach releases today, April 5th on the sneakers app for $160. I'm not 100% sure about availability, but I know it won't be extremely widely available. So if you're trying to grab a pair of these for yourself and you missed out on the sneakers app and you missed out on some of the general releases, you may have to pay resale. The good news is resale isn't bad at all. Now that we've got the review out of the way, let's put these guys on feet and see how they look. I'd love to know your thoughts on the South Beach Air Max 98, so make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to me if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys in the next one.